Hi, it's me, Brandon Johnson, and I'm getting ready to take you for a ride on this beautiful 2007 Cobalt 232. So let's go.
What it really means to live life golden. Oh, golden, baby, oh, golden. They're about to see it shine.
That's good living, buddy. Congratulations. Okay, once you get to the boat ramp, first thing you do is get your plug out. Now let's go see where you put your plug in at. You do it in the very back of the boat. Why do you put this in there? There's a hole to drain water. Okay, so if you don't get that in there, you get water in the boat. Boats are made to get wet, and that's okay, but not this way. So right down here, underneath the outdrive, right there, you see that little hole? This thing goes in it, just hand tight, okay? Hand tight's good enough. Now you're ready to back her in the water. Now that you have your plug in, you can back her in the water. How do you know how far to back it up? You just back it up till you see the rear of your boat kind of float, which I'm about to show you right now. Thanks to the help of a selfie stick I bought on Amazon for $6. I found that it's kind of a piece of shit selfie stick, but I've never played with a selfie stick before. So I'm not a selfie stick professional user person, but I still want to be able to show you everything, so this really helps. So now let's watch the boat. See, we got the fenders in the water, ready. See the butt end of the boat just kind of come up. That's how far you know to get the boat into the water. Now we're going to unhook our strap, we're going to jump in the boat. Let's go. Now, we got our boat backed into the water. So we've already got our plug in. We did that before we put the boat in the water. Now, we're going to come back here and turn our battery switches on. Do you see right here? So when we go boating, we turn this to 1+2. If we're going to cove out, listen to the radio, switch it to 2. That way if we go to start the boat and it won't start, click, 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 dig battery, you can switch to the other one. When we're boating, we turn it to 1+2 because the alternator charges them both. When we're done for the day, you shut it off. So, now, we can start the boat. So I'm going to include a link in the description of this video for the 3 things a person can do when a boat won't start. But to make it simple for now, we just make sure it's in neutral. Batteries are on, plugs in, we just turn the key. Fires right up. Okay, shifting. Real smooth. You push in the trigger, that puts it in gear. You only have to push in the trigger when you're putting it in gear. Okay, that's it. Now that we're off the trailer, we're going to trim down. Right here, that takes our outdrive down. We also have a gauge, which I'm going to show you when I go through the systems of the boat. Okay? In gear, out of gear, real simple. Okay? Now for forward, again, we just lift up the trigger, goes right into gear. So we only have to pull this in when we're engaging the boat into gear. Okay? Now we drove her off the trailer, we trimmed her down. Let's run through the systems. moving on to our system. So hopefully you can hear that work. That's the horn. This is our tilt and trim gauge. That's the outdrive that goes up and down. Now I've got another video I really want you to watch, and I included a link in the description. It tells you how to operate tilt and trim. Fuel gauge, volts, speed we won't know till we go faster, tack, engine temp, oil pressure, depth finder, okay? Bilge pump's automatic. You'll not touch that button. I mean, you can, but it's automatic. Bilge pump, I'm sorry. Blower, that ventilates the compartment. Can you hear that? That's the fan, it ventilates it. So you use that after you get gas. Interior lights are right here. We got all these blue lights working for you. Okay? There, 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 there. Just wanted to show you they were working. Okay? So that's interior lights. Docking lights are up front. Accessory, I ran the underwater lights to the accessory switch. I can't forget to try those when we get it out. I'll make sure to turn those on when we get it out on the trailer. Okay? So this accessory, God knows, navigation light, that's driving at night. That's the red and green, it's built in up there. Then a white light that's in the boat that plugs in at nighttime. Okay? That nighttime light plugs in right here. Okay? So driving at night, you have to have them all on. If you're stopped at night, this has to just be an anchor. If you're stopped listening to the radio, you just want the key the other way, okay? To the left. Now, let's turn the radio on. So remember, we were having some stereo troubles. Not anymore. That's what took us so long to make the video. Find a good station. Taking way longer than I thought. Here. I'm trying to find a station that actually has music. Here we go. Oh, it sounds amazing now. Woo! That's way better. So that's how that works. Okay, so now, anybody can drive a boat up and down the lake all day. It's real simple. You start off trim down. That's the out drive down, okay? Right here, trim down, all the way down. Takes practice docking them. When I teach people how to drive them, I tell them just not to touch the wheel and the shifter at the same time. So let's say we want to go over there. You know, we come back to neutral, like this, where our boat's barely going. Now we're getting pushed by the wind. But to stop our momentum, just put it into reverse. That stops us. Now, don't touch the wheel and the shifter at the same time. Point the wheel over there. It's going to be a little difficult in the wind. We see how the nose of the boat's going. So if we leave it in gear while we steer, we're going to veer around over there and come back. But if we steer out of gear, we'll immediately pivot. Okay? So before we take off, one thing I always do is I shut my window. Okay? That way it doesn't begin to bow against that window. And it fits good, so we don't want it to break. Look at the condition. We cleaned it up beautiful. You saw it clean already. Look at all the seats. I had all the vinyl repairs done. Okay. There. Remember, we got storage here. We got a big storage in the ski and the floor there. Did a complete 180. Turn it back around. Okay, Catfish here, you got my camera there. All the seating looks good. He did the best he could right there, did a vinyl repair. Remember, it was like ripped out, so that's nice. Coming back here, got the vinyl repairs done here, that all turned out great. Had the nick and the gel coat done, see that's gone. Had the nicks here done, those are gone. So there we are. Now, let's go for a ride. Shut our window. Go. So the boat's got a dual prop out drive. So you throttle, you accelerate by slowly pushing this. Some people hammer on it. That's not me. This is a big, beautiful, expensive boat. It planes real smooth because of the drive. See how the nose stayed nice and flat? I mean, we're already on the plane. Our speedo's picking up, so we're going faster. So we're gonna drive into the wind. Okay? So, when we're trimmed down, watch the tilt and trim video. You know, that is going to explain what I'm doing, but I'm going to accelerate because it's really important for you to know how the boat operates under a load. So there's all the way down, trim down. Now let's trim up. 1, 2. See, we're starting to go faster, a lot faster. Middle 40s. Up higher, higher. All right there. So mid 40s, maybe 50 is going to be our top speed. People say, how fast can you go to turn it? I'm going to do something crazy. You can crank it right around hard. It turns very sharp. Okay? Just like that. No big deal. We were just right there and now we're here. Okay? Now, let's go back and put her on the trailer. She runs excellent. Okay, now we're going to put it back on the trailer. Do you see how I can just barely see the front of those boards sticking up out of the water? That's what you want. You even want them maybe a little further up out of the water, but I was doing this all by myself, so I really didn't have a choice. So what happens is the trailer is made specifically and only for this boat. So as long as you get those things barely out of the water, the boat has no choice but to go straight on. Okay? So then you just want to get that bow eye, the circle I'm about to show you, in the center of the roller. See where I'm off? Just no big deal. I'm gonna fix it. But, sorry, this is the bow eye. This has to be up against this nice and tight. Okay? You don't want to have any separation here or the boat's gonna buckle. It's gonna bounce on the trailer. Okay? Alright, so let's get this on here right. Now I'm on the trailer right, so we can go ahead and shut it off. Then we make sure our outdrive is all the way up. It'll scream at us or quit completely when it's all the way up. Okay? If we're not for sure where it is, turn the key just back on and look at the gauge. Okay? About 3/4 is all the way up on this one. All right? Then we can jump out and pull her out of the water. But before we do that, let's go ahead and shut our batteries off. Okay, so we lift this up right here, then we shut it off. Okay, and after we do that, we take our plug out. Remember that, plug under the outdrive. Okay, now we got those lights on. Even in the daytime it's bright. Can't leave them on out of the water because they get hot. So gel coat's beautiful now, polished up pretty. Trailer looks nice. The hull's nice. Got our docking lights on, you can see they work. Nav lights on, you can see they work. Docking light over here works. Nav light, gel coat. Well, I really appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for being patient with me. We are good to go for delivery. See you, buddy.
Models popping bottles.